Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pays homage to unsung tribal heroes and martyrs of freedom struggle at Mangarh Hill in Banswara district of Rajasthan. Projects worth 860 crore rupees unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat. Prime Minister to visit Morbi in Gujarat following the tragic bridge collapse incident. President Draupadi Murmu says water crisis needs to be dealt with collective global efforts. RBI launches pilot project of digital rupee in wholesale segment. And in cricket in the T20 World Cup, men in blue gear up for a clash with Bangladesh tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid the foundation stone of projects worth around 860 crore rupees at Jambughoda in Panchmahal district of Gujarat. We now take you live to the Prime Minister's address.
આદિવાસી સમાજ આદિકાળથી આપણે ત્યાં પરંતુ તમને આશ્ચર્ય થશે આઝાદીના આટલા બધા વર્ષો પછી પણ જ્યાં સુધી ભાજપની સરકાર દિલ્હીમાં ના બની અટલજી પ્રધાનમંત્રી ના બન્યા ત્યાં સુધી આદિવાસીઓ માટે કોઈ મંત્રાલય નહોતું, કોઈ મંત્રી પણ નહોતો, કોઈ બજેટ પણ નહોતું. આ તો ભાજપની લાગણી, આદિવાસીઓ માટેનો પ્રેમ અને એના કારણે દેશમાં અલગ આદિવાસી મંત્રાલય બન્યું.
The projects included inauguration of a new green administrative block of the Sri Govind Guru University, foundation laying for various academic blocks, and new building of the university. Mr. Modi also inaugurated the primary schools and memorials built in the brave memories of tribal freedom fighters Raja Roop Singh Nayak and Saint Joria Parameshwar at their respective hometowns Dandiapura and Vadek. The Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for the projects of Godhra Medical College and Kaushalya, the Skill University, and the new Kendriya Vidyalaya in Godhra. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the history, present and future of India remain incomplete without tribal society. It is time for the country to thank the tribal society for its debt and sacrifice by serving them. Mr. Modi was addressing the Mangarh Dham Ki Gaurav Gatha program at Mangarh Dham in Banswara district of Rajasthan today. The Prime Minister said the struggle and sacrifice of tribal society in the freedom struggle did not get the place which should have been given in history written after independence. The Prime Minister said from the beginning of slavery to the 20th century there was no period when the tribal society did not hold the baton of freedom struggle. The tribals in Rajasthan stood as their strength, even with Maharana Pratap. From nature to environment, from culture to traditions, this society has preserved and cherished the character of India. Mr. Modi said that special museums dedicated to tribal freedom fighters are being set up to take the history and sacrifices of tribal society to the masses. The Prime Minister said the expansion and role of tribal society in the country is so big that there is a need to work for it with a dedicated spirit. He said the country is working with a clear policy for the diverse tribal community.
आदिवासी समाज का विस्तार और उसकी भूमिका इतनी बड़ी है कि हमें उसके लिए समर्पित भाव से काम करने की जरूरत है. राजस्थान और गुजरात से लेकर पूर्वोत्तर और ओडिशा तक आदिवासी समाज की सेवा के लिए आज देश वनबंधु कल्याण योजना के जरिए जनजातीय आबादी को पानी, बिजली, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और रोजगार के अवसरों से जोड़ा जा रहा है.
Mr. Modi said that Mangarh Dham is a symbol of sacrifice, austerity and patriotism of tribal heroes. Remembering freedom fighter Govind Guru, who led the tribals in the freedom struggle, the Prime Minister said that Govind Guru lost his family but did not lose his courage. He said Govind Guru was not only a freedom fighter but also a saint and social reformer.
मानगढ़ धाम जनजातीय वीर वीरांगनाओं के तप, त्याग, तपस्या और देशभक्ति का प्रतिबिंब है. ये राजस्थान, गुजरात, मध्य प्रदेश और महाराष्ट्र के लोगों की साझी विरासत है. 30 अक्टूबर को गोविंद गुरु जी की पुण्यतिथि थी। मैं सभी देशवासियों की तरफ से गोविंद गुरु जी को पुनः श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं।
The Prime Minister said the governments of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra together should develop Mangar Dham in such a way that this place can become a place of inspiration for the new generation. He said the Government of India will take the lead in this work. The program was also addressed by Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Chauhan, and Union Minister of State for Culture and Parliamentary Affairs, Arjun Ram Meghwal. Governor of Madhya Pradesh, Mangubhai Patel, was also present at the program. Earlier, Mr. Modi paid tributes at the statue of Guru Gobind. He also paid homage to the tribals who were martyred in 1913. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting to review the situation in Morbi, where a hanging bridge collapsed on Sunday evening. He was briefed about the rescue and relief operations that have been underway since the mishap took place on Machu River in Morbi. All aspects relating to the tragedy were discussed at the meeting, which was held at Raj Bhavan in Gandhinagar last evening. Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and his cabinet colleagues attended the meeting. The Prime Minister emphasized on ensuring that those affected get all possible assistance. Mr. Modi will visit Morbi today. The state government has declared a one-day mourning tomorrow to pay respects to the deceased in the mishap. Meanwhile, the police have arrested 9 people in connection with the tragedy. The investigation is being carried out by a special investigation team. President Draupadi Murmu has extended greetings to the people of Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Lakshadweep and Puducherry on their Formation Day. In a tweet, she extended her best wishes for the progress and prosperity of the residents of these states and union territories. President Draupadi Murmu has said the water crisis is a multidimensional and complex issue that needs to be dealt with through collective global efforts. She said adverse impact of climate change has posed a serious challenge to water conservation. She was addressing the inaugural session of the 7th edition of India Water Week being organized by the Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation at Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh today.
जल संरक्षण और प्रबंधन में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सहयोग का भी आवश्यक है। स्वच्छ पेयजल उपलब्ध कराना बहुत बड़ी चुनौती है। पानी का मुद्दा बहुआयामी और जटिल है, जिसके समाधान के लिए सबके प्रयास की जरूरत है। भारत सरकार की जल जीवन मिशन के प्रारंभ के समय देश में जहां केवल 3 करोड़ 23 लाख ग्रामीण घरों में जल की आपूर्ति होती थी, अब करीब 10 करोड़ 43 लाख घरों में नल से जल की आपूर्ति हो रही है।
Ms. Murmu also said that earlier India was facing a water crisis, but in the last few years various schemes and plans were introduced by the central government to manage the water scarcity in the country. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
दिल्ली में AIR FM गोल्ड आ रहा है नए सुर, ताल और लय के साथ। हर घंटे समाचार, नए रोचक कार्यक्रम और समसामयिक विषयों पर चर्चा। 1 नवंबर से एक बार फिर आप, हम और 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर वही आपका मनपसंद रेडियो चैनल AIR FM गोल्ड करा सोना।
Welcome back to the Midday News. In the Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections, 157 polling booths will be such where women officers and employees will be posted. Talking exclusively to AIR News, Chief Electoral Officer, CEO of Himachal Pradesh, Manish Garg said only women security officials will be deployed in these booths. Voting for all 68 assembly constituencies in Himachal Pradesh will be held on the 12th of this month. The CEO appealed to voters of Himachal Pradesh to come and vote in large numbers and make the Festival of Democracy a big success.
आप लोग आए, बड़ी संख्या में भय और निष्पक्ष होकर अपने वोट को कास्ट करें। अपने परिवारजन, आपके पीयर्स को, सभी को मोटिवेट करें कि वो भी वोट करें। इन्फॉर्म्ड वोटिंग करें। हमारे कमीशन ने एक नो योर कैंडिडेट ऐप बनाया है, जिसमें कि जो आपके निर्वाचन से संबंधित उम्मीदवार हैं, उनकी समस्त सूचना वहां पर उपलब्ध है। अपने कैंडिडेट्स के बारे में जानें और वोट कास्ट करें।
The Reserve Bank of India is launching the pilot project of digital rupee in the wholesale segment today. In a statement, RBI said that use of digital rupee is expected to make the interbank market more efficient by reducing transaction costs. 9 banks, including State Bank of India and Kotak Mahindra Bank, have been identified for participation in the pilot. RBI said that based on the learnings from this, other wholesale transactions and cross-border payments will be the focus of future pilots. RBI is also planning to launch the first pilot use of digital rupee in the retail segment. It will be launched within a month in select locations. 50 United Nations member countries yesterday issued a joint statement that condemned the Chinese government's persecution of Uyghurs in Xinjiang. The 50 signatories included the United States, Britain, Japan, France, Germany, Australia, Israel, Turkey, Guatemala and Somalia. The statement expressed grave concern about the human rights situation in the People's Republic of China, especially the ongoing human rights violations of Uyghurs and other predominantly Muslim minorities in Xinjiang. North Korea has asked the US and South Korea to stop their joint military exercises. In a statement, North Korea's foreign ministry said that if the US does not want any serious developments not suited to its security interests, it should stop the war exercises immediately. Washington and Seoul on Monday began one of their largest combined military air drills. The drills, called Vigilant Storm, involve hundreds of airplanes conducting mock attacks 24 hours a day. North Korea has also launched a series of missiles in recent weeks in response to the exercises. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina conferred the prestigious Friends of Liberation War honor on former U.S. Senator Edward M. Kennedy posthumously in Dhaka. She conferred the honor for his contribution to the liberation of Bangladesh. The honor was handed over to his son, Edward M. Ted Kennedy Jr. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said that Kennedy Sr. took a bold stand against the genocide committed by Pakistan on innocent Bengali people, despite the U.S. government role during the 1971 Liberation War. India will take on Bangladesh in the ICC T20 World Cup cricket tomorrow at Adelaide. The match will have a big role to play in the qualification chances of both sides. So far, India have played 3 matches, winning 2 and losing 1. Bangladesh have also won 2 and lost 1. India, which is second in the points table, are above Bangladesh due to a better run rate. Weather may play spoilsport, as the weatherman has predicted rain in Adelaide tomorrow. A victory over Bangladesh will make the march of the men in blue to the semi-finals, while in case the match is washed off due to rains, it will throw open the contest for the second team from this group into the semi-finals. In a group match, Sri Lanka today defeated Afghanistan by 6 wickets. Manindu Hasaranga, who claimed 3 wickets for 13 runs, was adjudged man of the match. The match between England and New Zealand is currently underway. England has opted to bat first. Now let us have a quick look at the weather across the country. Today, national capital Delhi will have a mainly clear sky. Temperature hovers between minimum of 15 degrees, maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. Mumbai will have a mainly clear sky. Kolkata too will have a mainly clear sky. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Projects worth 860 crore rupees unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pays homage to unsung tribal heroes and martyrs of freedom struggle at Mangar Hill in Banswara district of Rajasthan. Prime Minister to visit Morbi in Gujarat following the tragic bridge collapse incident. President Draupadi Murmu says water crisis needs to be dealt with through collective global efforts. RBI launches pilot project of digital rupee in wholesale segment. And in cricket, in the T20 World Cup, men in blue gear up for a clash with Bangladesh tomorrow. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. With that, we end the midday news.